Hey guys. So, it's finally here. I got my package yesterday from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and it took 3 weeks and 2 days to get here. That's a long time. But this is, I think I read somewhere that this was like the most successful cosmetics launch of all time. Um, so, this is a very special collection, and I guess as long as I got it, then that's okay. But I have to admit, I was starting to get a little frustrated, a little angry, because and a little worried that I wasn't going to get it at all because my credit card got charged right away, and when you've already paid for something and then you have to wait for it. Although now that I think about it, wait a minute, no, this wasn't the longest I've had to wait for something. House Laboratories, Lady Gaga. That was months in advance, right? That we had to order that stuff and then have it finally come in. So yeah, that was the longest I ever had to wait for something. So part of the reason why I had to wait so long was I ordered one thing from the Jeffree Star Shane Dawson collection, but I also ordered one other thing that was not part of that collection. And then I was on social media. I think it was Jeffree's social media. I don't remember if it was Snapchat or Insta stories or something where he said, when you order from this collection, just order the pieces from this collection. Don't order anything from the permanent line. Well, I had already placed my order, so it was too late because I had ordered one other thing, which I'm going to talk about first. Um, just because I have information about that might interest you if you are interested in this part of his merch. I ordered a merch item. So, what I ordered was the pink Jeffree Star approved t shirt. Now, the thing that you need to know about this is it's unisex sizing. So whenever I have ordered anything that is unisex in the past, if it's a t-shirt, I get a large. And fit-wise, through like my shoulders, my bust, my waist, it was okay. The problem is the length. The sleeves come down almost to my elbow, and the t-shirt itself comes to like the top of my thighs, almost to mid-thigh. So, that's way too long for me. Now, Jeffree Star is, I think, over 6 feet tall, so he wants to make sure, I guess, that his merch is long enough for tall people like him, which makes sense. But I am 5'7", so if you are 5'7" or shorter, I wouldn't order any of the merch because it's going to be way too long for you. Because if it's too long for me, I think it would be too long for, a lot of people. So I think you would have to be 5'10", I would say, for this to fall at the place where you would want it to. And even then, I'm not sure. So yeah, the sleeves and the entire length of it are too long. But that's okay because what I'll do is I'll just wear this as a nightshirt. So I wonder if I wear this to sleep in, is this going to send subliminal messages to buy more Jeffree Star makeup? maybe there's something to that. Oh, and there's the back right there. So it seems to be like really good quality. It's 100% cotton. I love the shade of pink. But yeah, that's just not going to work for a regular shirt for me. So I just wanted to mention that because that was part of my order. All right, but that's not what you're here for, right? You're here for the mini controversy. So here's what it looks like. And if you saw the screenshot that I used, or if you saw the picture that I took and posted on all my social media, then you know that when the light hits this a certain way, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it here. But if you just, I'm going to use that picture as the screenshot for this video. when the light hits it a certain way, it's stunning. It's like a rainbow. It's like all different colors, like a holographic rainbow. It's gorgeous. And if you want the ingredient list, make sure that you save the packaging because the ingredients are listed on the very back of the box, and the front of the box is like static on a television. That was the idea behind it on that. But I really like the holographic rainbow effect on this packaging. Now, when they do the restock, they're changing it to something else. I forget now what they said they're changing it to, but they're getting rid of the rainbow and changing it to something else. And I think that's a mistake. I think this is gorgeous. I don't know why you would want to do away with that. And as far as it has like a good quality mirror inside of it. So there are the colors. Now this is a piece of makeup history because when they do the restock of this palette, on the inside, they're changing the center shade. Is going to be that green. Did you see the series of videos that Shane Dawson did about the making of this palette? And people were upset that they were taking the green out. They're calling it "put it back." Well, at least that's what they're saying. They might call it. They might change it too. They said. But yeah, they're going to put the green back in the palette, and I think what they're doing is moving Diet Root Beer up and removing this one. Or are they going to remove one of the blues? I'm not sure now. I don't think they know themselves for sure. But what they did say, they are going to bring that green back. And if you already have this palette, they're also going to offer the green as an eyeshadow single, which, again, makeup history because Jeffree Star has never released an eyeshadow single. I wish he would release all his eyeshadows as singles so that you could pick and choose and build your own palette. Oh my God, because I love single eyeshadows. So that would be a dream to be able to create your own. And I think someday he may end up doing that. But the green will always be iconic for having been the first single ever released. Am I going to get it? Of course. That's a no-brainer. But yeah, this will be like a collector's edition because it will have gotten changed to something else. The patterns on here that are pressed in are really cool patterns. There we go. And a part of me almost didn't even want to use this because I was like, oh man, this is so special that I thought maybe I should have ordered two, then I could have kept one to be perfect and be like a collector's item and sell it on eBay in 20 years from now and make $1 million or something. But no, I don't have the money to be buying backups of things, and I didn't want to just leave it and not use it. So anyways, let's talk a little bit about this palette. So what we've got here is Flat Earth is a super pale blue, and it's a matte. And then we have Cry on My Couch, which is a matte warm beige, yellowy beige. The next one is My Boyfriend's Purse, and this is a gold with a, I'm going to say metallic finish. But it's not like your typical gold. It's like a cool gold, which is sort of an oxymoron because gold is not a cool color. But this is a cool gold. That's what it is. And then we have Controversy, which is a bright matte purple. We have Diet Root Beer, which is a matte warm brown. And it's pretty dark. I'd say like on the upper spectrum of a medium matte brown. Then we have My Apology, which is a metallic burgundy. And then we have Exposed, which is a pale pink. We have Canceled, which is a medium matte blue. Wow, are my eyes playing tricks on me? Are those symbols moving? Wow, what is going on? Okay, no, I'm not. I'm not drunk. I don't drink. I never talked about that before. I don't drink. I used to when I was young, but I don't anymore. The simulation. That's so weird because of what I just said. Um, this is a medium shimmer, blue shimmer, I would say. It's not metallic like these two. It's more of just a shimmer. So those are the shades. And let me do some swatches. Pull up the old sleeve here. Okay. As I was using this palette to get ready, I was trying to avoid touching the patterns because I didn't want them to go away. And that's the top row. So I know, very hard to see. The light blue is super crazy light. You could never use this for anything other than a highlighter shade. And then the yellow, not yellow, a beige, is a very, very warm beige. I started off using that as a highlighter shade, and it was so yellow and too yellow and too deep for my skin tone, so I had to cover it up with something else because it wasn't deep enough to use as a highlighter shade. So good to know. Next time I will try using it as a lid shade in conjunction with some other things. So that was a learning experience. And then this is that cool gold shade. You know, I don't even know that that would be considered gold. I don't know what other people are saying about that shade, but it's very unusual and almost indescribable. I know it's coming across as almost like silver on my skin tone, but it's not. It's like it could even be like a pewter maybe. I don't know. I don't know what to call it because it kind of looks like a gold, but not really. And then the next row is the purple, the brown, and the burgundy. So purple, brown, burgundy. Now we can actually see the colors. So that the purple is Controversy, the brown is Diet Root Beer, and the burgundy is My Apology. And then the last row is Exposed, Cancel, and Simulation. Okay, so the pink Exposed is super light. Nothing but a highlighter shade for that, you guys. There's no way you could use that for anything else, but I wish it had been shimmery instead of matte, but some people like matte highlights. And then there's the two blues. And I know those weren't the greatest swatches, sorry. So those are the shades. Now, let me tell you what I did with them and why I did it. Okay, so like I said, I started off with Cry on My Couch, thinking I was going to use that as a highlight, brow bone highlight shade. No, that didn't work out. It's too warm, too deep for that. So I will definitely be trying that out as a lid shade. So from there, I went to Diet Root Beer, and I put that in the crease, and I could see that this was super warm and pretty deep of a shade. So I went very lightly with that in the crease. Then what I did was I took this My Boyfriend's Purse, call it whatever you want for a shade. Pewter maybe? I don't know. Yeah, pewter. That's what I would say it is. That's not gold. Anyways, I put that on the inner part of my lids. And the color that it showed up as was so odd. And the texture of it seemed to change. It didn't look metallic anymore. Um, what did it turn into? It turned into more of like a satin. So I didn't know what to make of that. Then I took My Apology, which is a metallic burgundy, and at first I just put that on the outside of my lids, and it looks strange. It looks strange with, I was originally going to do My Boyfriend's Purse on the inner 2/3 and then the My Apology just on like the outer corner. Yeah, it didn't look right. So I just kept coming in more and more and more on the lids until probably more than 3/4 of my lids are My Apology. Then I went into Controversy, and I put that in the very outer part of probably like the outer V area. And oh, My Apology I also used in the deep part of the crease underneath the brown. And then Controversy, I just went in the outer V, and I dragged Controversy down along the lower lash line. Then I said, well, that highlight shade didn't work out, so I went over that with Exposed, and then Flat Earth, I wanted to try that too, so I put that in the inner corners. Or did I do it the other way around? Okay, I think I used the pink in the inner corners and the blue as my highlight shade. Yeah, that's what I did. So essentially, I used every shade in the palette except for the two blues, because there just wasn't any place left to put them. But I wanted to use as many shades as I could to really get a feel for what was going on here. So after using this palette, I would say that I've noticed that with Jeffree Star palettes that he has a tendency to always have the majority of the shades being matte. And I think that's just his preference. But it would have been nice to have Flat Earth and Exposed, the light blue and the light pink, as shimmer shades so that they could have been better used as highlights or as a lid shade. So yeah, I don't know that if it had been me, if I would have made those matte. I think I would have made them shimmer. And then the My Boyfriend's Purse, I don't know what happens to the shimmer when you blend that out, because I wasn't like excessively blending it or anything, but the shimmer just kind of went away, and then it kind of lost its luster and didn't look as pretty anymore. So that shade in particular, I really wanted it to be super metallic and shimmery, and unfortunately it wasn't. My Apology, though, is very metallic and very pretty. So if I want another metallic shade to try out, the Simulation is going to be a shimmery shade. I don't know how metallic it is, though. Doesn't seem to be that metallic. It's more, like I said, of a shimmer. So next time, I think I might go more with just the cool tones. I'm definitely going to use both blues and probably the light blue and the pink. And that's probably it, because this has got some warmth to it. And like I said, the finish on that one is kind of odd. I don't really know what to make of it. So I think I'm going to do an all cool tone look next time I play with this palette. But I would have to say that in some ways I'm disappointed with this, because this, I mean, I like the look that I ended up doing, but I would like to have been able to use that My Boyfriend's Purse more. I mean, you can't even really see it anymore. It's just on the inside part of my lids. And then I tried to fade the burgundy and put like a blend in the middle of the two shades, but those two shades didn't really blend well together, because the My Boyfriend's Purse has got that, I hate to use the word chalky, but that's what ends up happening with that shade. And then the My Apology is very metallic, so they just don't blend well together. So I'm not giving up though. I'm sure that, I mean, I do like the look that I did with this. It's a very warm look, and some of the shadows did blend out nicely together. Like the purple and the burgundy blended fine together, and the brown blended fine with the burgundy, so no issues there. And then the pink and the blue did work out fine as highlighting shades. I just would have preferred that they were shimmery. So, you know, I wasn't planning on doing this as a review because I've only used it one time, but I feel like I ended up having a lot of useful information about this. So really, I'm reviewing the palette minus the two blues, so gonna do the blues the next time I use this palette. So I hope you found some useful information in this, you guys. I purposefully did not watch any videos that anybody posted on this because I didn't want to be swayed in any way as to what anybody said, and I also did not want to look at what other looks people created. I wanted to come up with something on my own and go my own personal direction, because you can say to yourself, "Oh, I'm not going to be influenced by anything I see." Sometimes you think that, and it can be like a subliminal back of your mind thing where if you see like a look that somebody did and you liked it, you're going to be influenced by that. So I thought, okay, not going to watch anybody else's video. So now I'm going to binge watch every video that's in my subscription feed of the mini controversy. So I can't wait. So that is it, you guys. That is my observations and opinion about this palette. Am I glad I got it? Absolutely. Just, you know, just because it's not like perfect in my mind, I'm very happy to have it, and I can't wait to play with it some more. So if you didn't get this and you were contemplating the restock, I would say, yeah, definitely get it, because it's going to have that killer green in it too, and I'll be getting that. And when I get that, whenever they release that, I'll definitely use that in conjunction with these and then see what other kinds of color combinations I can do. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see videos in the future that involve Jeffree Star products, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.